Here's a sentence from the TED Talk that's got a really common English expression. The whole sentence is, my mind was racing in every direction.
Mm,
So why don't you read that sentence for me and then we'll talk about it.
sure. My mind was racing in every direction.
Yeah, good job with that. And the R in racing, I know can sometimes be a hard sound to pronounce, but you did a really great job with that.
Thank you.
So have you ever gone racing before?
I have when I was in school, especially middle school, high school. You mean like a running competition, right?
Well, right. I didn't say. So it could be
Okay.
racing like running, it could be racing like on a horse.
Car
It could,
racing.
yep, it could be any of those things. So you have gone racing.
Hmm. Yes, I have.
Okay, but now what about your mind
Hmm.
racing? Right? Have you heard that
Interesting.
expression before?
I haven't yet.
No. Okay, good. Here's a new one for you. And here's what it means. When one's mind is racing, it just means that the person is thinking quickly or hard about something, like really focused on it. And like your mind is, think of racing like if you're running, right? Your feet are going like this. So your mind and your thoughts are kind of going like that also.
Okay. Does it mean that, for example, it's me, like, I'm nervous. I have to make decision really quickly, things like that?
I don't know that it means you're nervous necessarily, but it means you're really preoccupied with something and that you're almost thinking faster than you can talk or produce results related to what you're thinking about.
오케이. 시간이 없어서 영어를 연습할 환경이 안 돼서 자꾸 영어 실력이 줄고만 있는 것 같아서 고민이신가요? 여러분도 이제 미국 원어민 선생님과 50분간 100% 영어로 진행하는 수업을 통해서 조금 더 정확하고 자연스러운 영어를 배울 수 있습니다. 저처럼 여러분들도 하실 수 있어요. 고민하지 마시고 지금 바로 시작해 보세요.
Here's an example. So her mind was racing as she planned what to do before her boss came.
음,
So imagine a scene where somebody's working and maybe you're kind of goofing off. You're not being very productive. And
wait,
then your boss,
one second. I'm gonna stop you right there. So did you say goofing off?
yes, goofing off, like, not paying attention, having fun, being silly.
Okay, gotcha. Just want to make sure.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you for asking. So, right, because sometimes I use expressions and I don't stop to think that maybe that's a new one for you.
Because your mind was racing.
Right. Here you are goofing off at work. Your boss walks in the door and you're like, oh, no, no, no. What am I going to do? I got to look productive. I'm planning it. So your mind's just going super fast.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So, how
hmm
about you? Would you read that sentence?
Sure. Her mind was racing as she
Good.
planned what to do before boss came.
Okay. Great. Okay. Good job on that. So, and the expression is usually like, her mind was racing, but you could say, my mind is racing, like it's happening right now. My mind is racing while I'm trying to figure out what to say.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
So that's kind of like in the past. Her mind was racing as she planned what to do before her boss came.
Okay.
Okay.
hmm
How about for you? I didn't have any great synonyms for this because it's a really unique expression. But I thought maybe I could ask you instead, when was the last time your mind was racing when you were thinking about some important task or project?
Let me think a little bit. I think the first day I started working for the first time here in the United States, my mind was racing because I wasn't comfortable speaking English and I didn't know like anybody at work.
Right. That's a great example.
Thank you.
Okay. So, and I don't feel like I need to ask you to use it in a sentence because you just did.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. One less thing for you to do.
Like a one, what do you call it? It's like a one stone, two birds, that kind of thing.
Oh, kill two birds with one stone
Oh,
by doing, it's a really kind of an awful expression, but it just means by doing one thing, you've really done two things.
okay, say that expression one more time. The
Kill two birds with
kill
one
birds.
stone.
Okay, kill two birds with one stone.
Right. And I think I've done a previous video explaining that expression. So if it really sounds interesting to someone, they could look it up.
Nice. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay.